Hi guys. So for this week, we'll be learning HTML and CSS and introduction to JavaScript. And the best place to start learning HTML and CSS is CS50. It's Harvard University program. And what I like about using CS50 is the fact that they don't build any projects with HTML and CSS. So if you buy a course on HTML and CSS, most times they build projects. Whatever project you build with just HTML and CSS is a useless project, very useless. You're either a front-end engineer, a UI UX designer, or a back-end engineer. HTML and CSS is not enough skill to be any of those professions. If you're learning HTML and CSS, you're most likely trying to be a front-end engineer. All right. To be a front-end engineer, you need to know other things. You need to know how to use JavaScript. You need to know how to use front-end frameworks like React. So the best time to build a front-end project is when you've learned HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and one or two front-end frameworks. Then you can start building projects. Before then, you're wasting your time. And those projects will not get you any job because they are incomplete skill-wise. So HTML, will be watching just this video from this to this, and that'll be all. And we will never come back to HTML and CSS again. For this week, as you can see, it's 2 hours 30-minute video. If you watch 30 minutes every day, you'll finish this in 5 days. All right. So the goal is to finish this video in a week, and I hope you do so. But more importantly, every section, as you can see, the first section there, bingo board, doesn't really mean much. The internet doesn't really mean much. TCP/IP. Before you start this section, go to ChatGPT, type TCP/IP in simple English. What is then it will explain it to you. Read this up before you watch the section on TCP/IP. The reason you're doing this is because this man talks very fast, and it's possible to not understand what he's saying unless you understand what he's saying before he says it. Right? Do that for every section. When you get to ports, you go back to ChatGPT. What is ports in simple grammar? Come here. It explains. You read it first before you go back to watch it. Read it before watching each section. Do the same for all of them. Do not watch a section unless you understand what it means first from ChatGPT. Do not. All right? This inspect, it might be hard for ChatGPT to explain it for you because inspect can mean anything. So you may not need to search for this. Just watch it. You'll probably be able to understand it. ChatGPT can get lost sometimes when you use a word that's too broad. Right? Status codes, ChatGPT will understand that one. Now you don't need to put HTML in ChatGPT. Yeah, you can put regular expression. You don't need to put Harvard Pep Talk now. You don't need to put CSS. You can put Bootstrap. Let ChatGPT explain in simple terms what Bootstrap means. Yeah, you can put JavaScript. You don't need to put the rest. But yeah, that's it. This is your goal for next week. By the way, the link to this video, which is this, I will put it in the description of this YouTube video you're watching.